Okay, there we go. I was muted for a sec. I think the mic is working now. So, hello Oak, how you doing? Hello Lotus, how you doing? This is gonna be maybe a strange stream. I'm gonna try to do writing stuff. I have a couple stories that I want to work on, but if I get going with one, that would be ideal because I just kind of want to get the macro level figured out before I get into micro details. So, outline themes, um, and then I'll start to do casting and stuff like that. Be mostly lurking and focusing on writing. Hell yeah! All right, that's perfect. Yeah, I'll probably just be talking to myself. If I ask questions, you can just ignore them. If it's distracting, I'll probably just be talking to myself, and I have a browser open so I can just Google questions and stuff and use whatever um, Grok or something. I don't know to find information quickly. But yeah, I'm using Atom, which is a coding program typically used for editing JavaScript and stuff like that. I don't do any of that. I have no idea what how any of that works, but I'm just using it as a word processor. Okay, so enter path new folder. Is it inside here that I'm doing that? Hope so. It doesn't look like it. No, I have to click on this, I think. Yeah. All right. So I can delete this. I don't need that. This is old data from stuff that I had written before, but I decided to just kind of start fresh. I don't need any of that. Open the folder. No, not that. Not that. Oh, okay. I'll just drag it in then. Hello Gothic, how you doing? One sec while I move to the purple. Anybody got food? No, I don't have any food. I might crack open a can of tuna later, but not sharing it. Scratch that need to re-download the purple. Oh, yeah, no worry about it. Damn it. You don't like tuna? It has a lot of protein. Sardine is actually more nutritious, but I guess people don't like sardine more often than they don't like tuna, so yeah. Um okay, so I'll design a template first because that will make it easier in the future when I need to um quickly build up a project. So the template needs to have the narrative, uh, characters. I'll make that one capitalized as well. What else should I have? Characters, narrative, um, I think that's good enough because the narrative is gonna have stuff like the outline. I guess I can create a file for that. That one doesn't need to be capped. Outline, and then we can do chapters, I guess. Or what should I call them? Not chapters, maybe issues. I think I'll call them chapters. And just deal with that there. Because sometimes certain series, they call their chapters different things. Like for example, um, let's say that you were designing a manga where all the characters are film directors or aspiring film directors in a film school or something. A creative way of naming the chapters might be tape 1, tape 2, tape 3, something like that. So I'll just leave it as a general name here. Now in the character folder. Oh, there's a kick thing, but I'm pretty sure that's a bot anyways. So I'll just ignore it. mm. So for characters, I think I'll rename this as cast actually. And then inside of here, I'll put character. And then inside the character folder, which would actually be the name of the character, if I were actually doing it for a specific project, I would put inside of this. Mm. So there's different sections of a character. I want to separate them like appearance, personality, and other traits. I guess I will go with first, let's do a general to just give like a general description of that character, and then we can do personality here. And appearance. That should be good enough. Oh, I forgot to hit enter. Appearance, enter. Yeah, so something cool about Atom is, let's say you're working on multiple parts of that character and you want them all to be on the screen at the same time. I can kind of split it down here. So it's general here, um, personalities there, and then I want maybe if I want another column here, it's I can work on each of these aspects of them at the same time. Lets you organize your panels however you want. I can do like 9 if I wanted to, but at that point it gets too cluttered. So um, all right. So cast narrative. I think that's all we need. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy paste. Can't paste the folder into itself. Okay, so I'll paste it here then. Template. All right, and I can name this as okay, so I have a couple projects. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit time to respond, but I'll be probably if no one responds, I'll probably just run with a decision. So two projects that come to mind. One is called Muertos Venom, and it has to do with um, artificial humans being created to serve as like super soldiers in the Mexican cartel. So that's one story. That's just like the premise of, or part of the premise. It's not really the story itself. Second story is more of a like a group of characters, presumably like young adults, go to a campsite and it's like a horror situation, I guess. There's something there that's hunting them. So I guess one of them is more of an action comic, and the other one is more of a horror comic. Hello, Potato. We're doing a writing stream, so it's potentially going to be boring. We're going to be yapping a lot and writing, hopefully, as much as we yap. I'm looking at my notes here. No art. Yeah, so we have to write first, and when I have a good idea of what to work on, then we'll start to design characters in following streams and eventually get to putting together a comic. I don't want it to be too long, like a short story, maybe. It'll probably take about a year to put together. So that's the commitment level, like that I'm gonna probably have to go for. 6,000 years later, yeah. Because I did a calculation by myself, but I also have a calculation here that I kind of threw into an AI to give it or to get like a feedback. Let me copy and paste it. Or not copy paste it. What's it called? Share it. Wait, were you there for this? We finished this. That's your little dose of art, I guess. I don't know if you were there for it being finished or not. But here. Anyways. Ow. So essentially, if I were to do 33 pages, 9 to 13, at a pace of 3 to 7 per week, which is actually extremely fast. It depends on the level of artwork that I go for, though. If I go for a less detailed artwork, then maybe it's not going to take that long, but it could take up to 2 years to do a project of that scale. I was in the stream but went to bed before it was finished. Yeah. Well, we did get it done at in that stream. Um, but yeah, I don't know if you heard the synopsis kind of the two projects that I'm thinking of working on. And if you have like an idea of which one to work on, I think the second one would be faster actually. Even though I have more writing done for the first one. The first one's kind of brutal though. Like the setting of it is pretty hardcore. And there's a lot more things that I need to design. Hmm. Maybe I should go for the second one then. Yeah, I'll do that. Have you heard of Would You Like a BL sandwich? No, I haven't heard of that. But I can imagine what it is. Okay, so so a little blurb that I wrote and I have to expand on it is essentially a young couple go camping with friends, a skinwalker or other um, creature may replace the other or may replace both of them at some point. Um, and the idea is essentially to try to figure out how to incorporate this theme of the boy doesn't understand the girl as well as he believes he does. The girl doesn't trust the boy as much as she should. The monster is a manifestation of their misunderstanding and mistrust. It's a embodiment of what tears them apart from each other as it tears them apart in front of each other. Okay, so that one sounds like I could build it and wrap it up a lot faster than the other one. The other one has like a lot more world building. Oh, Octavia, how you doing? It's been a while. Well, there are two versions, Japanese and English. I dare you later to find the Japanese version and watch the most liked video. I don't think I'll do that. I think I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. I We were working on a bunch of arts. I don't remember if you were ever here for the Bloodborne. I'll show you it anyways. So yeah, this is the most recent on artwork that we did. It was a commission. Octavia, you're teleporting already. Yeah. And now in this stream, we're just trying to write a project out that I can work on. Um, like a graphic novel project, essentially. Template. So what do I call this? I'll call this X. I'll rename it later. All right. So yeah, we have everything in here. We are working on the outline first, probably. That's probably the the way we should go first. Oh, there are all the octopuses. What's your fave like song that you see on like YouTube that people use for edits? Sonne by Rammstein. Probably have an edit that I can pull, but because sometimes there's a really hard edits, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm saving that. But yeah, I guess Sauna. There's some other ones too, like I can't remember what it's called, some Russian Sigma song or whatever. Maybe I have like a thing I can play here. This one, maybe. That one goes pretty hard. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I did play it. I'm sure that YouTube can hear those as well, but I don't know. Depends on the settings, I guess. But yeah, if you're working out to Sauna by Rammstein, you can't stop. Oh, you heard it? Oh, good.
Look at you! Look at the Sigmas you've become! Look at how Elriz you are! How skimmity toilet you are! You are woke among sussy soy jacks! I gave you cats in Ohio!
Anything else other than that weird ass song about Sigma Boys? It's not about Sigma Boys. I forgot what the original song is about, but it's just a Russian song. And because it sounds cool, I guess it was put over Sigma edits or something. Oh wait, you're trying to find some weird song for your weird edits? Is that what you're trying to do here? I don't know anything that would fit. All right, so let me try to focus on the story stuff again. Um, See if I can copy from a computer to another computer. It should work, but sometimes it doesn't. Okay, there we go. I have finally arrived on the purple. Welcome to the purple. How you? Oh, I already asked you, I think. Yeah. Alright, so let's keep that up there and let's try to expand on it. I'll ask the GPT or Grok what it thinks because I can just use it to quickly put something together. Maybe I should put it at the side here actually. That way we can have that as a visual too. Like I can go like this, right? And then yeah, that's better. It runs okay. Yeah. What's your favorite art? I don't know what that means. What kind of question? What do you mean? Do you mean favorite art style? Do you mean favorite artist? Do you mean favorite um art movement? Oh, my keyboard is positioned in a weird place. I can't type properly. What's your favorite art? The art you made. What's your like top 10? Okay. Uh I have no idea actually. I usually don't like any of my art as soon as I'm done it. Like I usually kind of move on right away. Um it's probably a line work. Um I think I showed it before. There's like a lady snake lady, and it's like a black and white ink drawing, but it's a digital ink drawing. Oh yeah, I have that tomorrow. It's a delayed start anyway. I'm not gonna go to bed. Oh yeah, just school. You guys are Midwest, right? You guys are having a bit of a cold situation going on, I think. So with the basic elements. Expand on it as a concept, we'll design a cast once we've figured out the major narrative first. What information do I give it? Okay, so I have to summarize this here. Yes, yeah, man, I got that snow update yesterday and it was uninstalled this morning. It's getting warmer. Well, hopefully it's not too bad of a situation. I'm sure Midwestern states you guys deal with snow anyways, right? So it's not like I think New Orleans had a issue and maybe like Georgia and stuff because they're not necessarily equipped to handle that sort of weather. A young couple go camping with friends, a skinwalker or some Okay, so let's get rid of Skinwalker. A horror that okay, so horror lurks in the forest. We're trying to boil it down to a very basic description that I can throw into the um yeah, I can throw it into the grok for a writing assistant, and we'll see how I can expand on it and what pieces of that we can use. It's snowing currently. Actually, it wasn't. It hasn't snowed for us in a while, like a week. It's just been kind of cold, I guess. Not snowing though. Stayed inside yesterday because I thought it lasts till today. At least it was gone this morning. Okay, so I'm trying to make a rule for it. The horror hunts by mimicry slash imitation, but can only uh, kill prey after it has them convinced. Let's try that for a rule. Yeah, writing stream. Just trying it as an experiment because it's easier for me to write and talk. And then once I have this writing component finished, I can work on it as like a graphic novel. That way I'm getting work done and I'm actually doing what goal I set out for this year, which is just to make a comic. Yeah. The horror hunts by mimicry slash imitation, but can only kill prey after it has them convinced. What are the limitations on its mimicry? Can only mimic a
Care package on the way.
appearance. After it has touched can only mimic appearance of those it has touched, can only mimic the voice of those it has heard. Let's try that. Because these are just facts that I'm trying to give the AI. And I'm going to probably revise them later on. I'm just trying to figure them out. So what can't it mimic? Because we have two senses here. So it'll fool your eyes, it'll fool your ears. Maybe it can't fool your maybe it smells a certain way. that could be a reoccurring theme that we make note of when the characters are talking to each other and they seemingly are both themselves. Maybe the character's point of view we're working with might note a particular scent. I've been writing a book for 2 years. That's good. Yeah, I like writing. That's my main thing, actually. Raga, how you doing? Care package? Yeah, I'll take a drink. Writing's actually harder to do as a stream because I have to pay a lot more attention to like socializing and then writing. So uh I turned off vocals on music to help me with that because if it was a song and there was lyrics, it would confuse me even more. Okay, so what do we have so far? A young couple go camping with friends. A horror lurks in the forest. The horror hunts by mimicry slash imitation, but can only kill prey after it has them convinced. Can only mimic appearance of those it has touched. Can only mimic the voice of those it has heard. Can't mimic scent. All right, so obviously we have a problem here that we can solve in two ways. We can have a sci-fi, or we can have supernatural. The problem that I'm talking about is how does it know how to behave or um, the thoughts, I guess, of a character that it's trying to mimic. It could be it somehow siphons off their brain waves, or maybe just learns really well by observation, which is the sci-fi angle. And then there's the supernatural angle, which is just magic essentially. Like, oh, this is a creature or a spirit thing, and it kind of is able to do that. I'm going into therapy again. Really? Well, you don't need to talk about it, but yeah. Hopefully it goes well, I guess. Same old problems. I see. I'm back. Welcome back, Potato. Alright, so let's just go with this. And let's tack it on here. A young couple go camping with friends. A horror lurks in the forest. The boy doesn't understand the girl as well as he believes he does. The girl doesn't trust the boy as much as she should. So we'll have I'm already thinking of, like, besides this, there'll probably be another girl character that she is suspicious of him liking, and then that distrust builds throughout the thing because we have a monster here that can shapeshift, so it can kind of create misunderstandings and stuff. Um, so the monster is a manifestation of their misunderstanding and mistrust. It is the embodiment of what tears them apart from each other, as it tears them apart from each other, apart in front of each other. Okay, all right. So let's take this. Let's start with the basic outline. Expand on the concept. We'll design the cast once we've figured out the major narrative first. All right, so we'll design the monster and the cast once we figured out the major narrative first. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what it tells me. Title? Don't give me a title. I'm titling it myself. Don't give me chapters. I didn't want chapters. I wanted... Okay, so we'll revise. It's trying to do the whole thing for me. Okay, so let's read what it let's read what it came up with just to see. But I'm gonna tell it not to do chapters, just like expand on this blurb that I gave it. I guess I have to ask questions after this. Maybe that's what will help. A scene isolated forest known for its folklore about mysterious creature. That already sounds weak. Okay, so it's two couples. Relationship filled with small misunderstandings and unspoken issues. Night falls around the campfire. Yeah, this just sounds weak to me. That's ChatGPT. Yeah, well, this is Grok, but same difference. Chapter. It's such a. It gives me a really corny vibe. Like Chapter 5 Revelations. Mia's secret is revealed either directly through Alex or through circumstances. Like it's. I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah, see this thing. It doesn't work at all. This monster is not going to, run up on them and like start attacking them and stuff. But I guess it doesn't have any details about the monster yet either. So I'll feed it some more information and see what it comes up with. Let's start a basic outline and expand on it as a concept. We'll design the monster and okay, so let's expand on it as a concept. We'll design the monster and the cast once we've. I'll give it notes on the monster, just so it knows what we're dealing with here. I'm calling it Gronk. Gronk would have been a better name. I don't really know why it's called Grok actually. Okay, so I'll design the monster. All right, seems good enough here. A remote dense forest known for its eerie silence and occasional unexplained disappearances. The settings implies the isolation and vulnerability of the characters. Setting the stage for yeah. So I don't want this thing to write the thing for me. It's not competent. No GPT stuff is competent in actually putting a written work together. They're only really good at researching stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to use it that way. Do y'all know any YouTubers that do art that are well known? Um, Bob Ross. uh, I see. She said, well known. A graphic novel this time. Yeah. So we're writing stuff. We're using AI assistants. As I said earlier, it's not going to be able to write well. So we're only using it for research and to like expand on concepts and brainstorm. That's basically all it's good for. So this Twitter Blue AI thing, yeah, this is Grok. Um, we're seeing if it's gonna work or not. Because like if you ask it technical stuff, like about writing structure and stuff, then it has pretty good use. I was asking it here to like give me an estimate of how long I'm gonna be working on this. It's a basically 2-year project if it's like a maximum, if it's at the maximum size. If I can wrap it up faster, then it'll be less. Gronk. All right, so let's see what it gave us. A young couple, let's call them Alex and Sam, along with their friends, perhaps 2 other couples or singles for diversity in dynamics, decided to go camping for a trip to reconnect and enjoy nature. Each character might have their own backstory, personal issues. Okay. Um, Small side of discord between them. Alex thinks he understands Sam's fears and desires, but is often off the mark, leading to small conflicts. Sam, on her part, feels Alex doesn't grasp the depth of her insecurities or her needs for security in their relationship. Okay, so it's kind of working so far because it's not expanding too much on it. It's just giving us basic details that's what we're kind of gonna need here. The monster's ability to mimic becomes more sophisticated. It starts playing on their fears and misunderstandings. For example, it might mimic Sam's voice to say things she wouldn't, or appear as Alex to do things he wouldn't, escalating the tension and mistrust between them. The group splits up, each pair or individual dealing with their own paranoia. Alex and Sam confront each other amidst the chaos, with the monster now physically threatening them. The monster's inability to mimic scent becomes crucial. Perhaps Sam recognizes Alex by his scent when he's in danger, reversing their mistrust. Oh, I guess this could be like a cologne thing, right? Like, oh, he always wears this cologne. Why isn't this? Or why are you not wearing your cologne? I don't know. We could work with that. But I thought of something else just now. Um, can it be? Can it be driven off if it is recognized? No, if it fails to fool. Hmm. Oh, that must be Alex scent. No one else smells like weed and piss so strong. Yeah, we can work with dialogue like that. That would be funny. Yeah, so there could be a situation where, maybe she hates his cologne and she's talking to this dude that she's talking to Alex and she thinks that it's Alex, but it's not Alex and it's not smelling like Alex, so then she thinks, "Oh, you listened to me. You didn't wear your disgusting ass cologne that I hate so much." That could be a scenario that we could play with. And of course, you know, that she's just going to be screwing herself that way. So can it be driven off if it fails to fool? Or how does it behave? How does its behavior change? Like when it's not fooling a character, how can we have it react in that way? Can we have it be more aggressive at that point or less aggressive? I feel like if it becomes more aggressive, that kind of defeats its whole biology. Because we're saying it hunts by imitation and it kills prey after it has them convinced. So if it can just get angry and kill them, then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of this entire thing. So if it fails to fool its prey, it will retreat. Right, you should solve the Morse code. That Morse code that you have up there. Solve that. I can just throw it into like a thing to solve it for me, can't I? I have no idea how to read Morse code. Wake up, Hansel. You've been in a coma for 2 months. Is that what it is? Let me see. Wake up. That's really? It's a lot to say wake up. I shouldn't be doing this, going to like random sites. It could pop up some kind of ad that I don't want. Um, Gotta go. All right. Have a good night, potato. The monster. A psychological horror that feeds on human misunderstandings and mistrust. It's not just about physical mimicry, but emotional manipulation. Okay, so weakness. Its inability to mimic scent provides a tangible clue to its deception, paralleling the idea that genuine connection and understanding goes beyond appearances and words. Hmm. Okay, so this is an interesting little thing here. Its weakness, uh, its weakness should be the antidote to their relationship falling apart. Sweet face McBoatface. This is just a writing stream. I usually do drawing streams. Okay, I usually do stuff like this. That's the last drawing that we did. Um, but I'm studying a graphic novel project, so I'm doing a writing stream. Hey, Collie, I'm doing a writing stream. I have to explain this every single time. Yeah, I'm doing a writing stream. I'm just trying to put together an outline or narrative, and we can build casts. Oh, you heard? Okay, all right. But yeah, how you doing? Shouldn't you be asleep? It's like, well, I guess you're up for the night or something because it's pretty damn late. Soon? Oh, okay. All right. What if you miss something? Run it back a third time. She'll get the gist of it. She'll figure it out. Well, she's going to sleep anyway, so doesn't need to worry about the details of the situation. Is that Bloodborne? Yeah, that was a Bloodborne commission, which I have to check if the commissioner got the downloads and stuff. Gonna go? All right. Have a good night, Hansel. All right. So here, I'm gonna update some details about the monster here and see if it gives me something interesting. On the monster, the base idea is a skinwalker type. In addition to the details provided, already provided, some. Here are some additions to the addition. Okay, come on. Here are some additional details. Alright, so let's go here. I wish I could stay longer, but I've got to crash out. How week continues. I can't find a saluting emoji, but I salute you peoples on my way to unconscious bliss. Yeah, have a good one. Have a good rest. Good luck with Hell Week. Caffeinated is not so caffeinated. Alright, so I want to theory craft with the AI to see what it comes up with for these two questions here. How does the thing shapeshift, and how does it learn behavior? But first, let me give it all the information. Okay, on the monster, the base of the skinwalker type. State. The concept. Okay, so let's explore these two things here. Possibilities. Provide some possibilities that mesh into the theme. For Ba-ba-da-ba. Ad starts. Okay, ad's gonna start in a couple. Oh, hello. Hello, Luna. How are you? I'm good. I'm just writing. I'm doing a writing stream. Um, let's see. What was I for? How does the monster shape shift provide multiple possibilities of mission to the theme? How does the monster shape shift? How does the monster learn behavior? Okay, let's start with just those two. We can probably figure out more questions after this. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, usually I draw, but this time I just want to figure out some pre-production to a graphic novel project. This is what I normally do. I normally draw. It's not gonna be like this though. I'm gonna probably do a lot more a lot more of a sketchy kind of appearance. Maybe something more like, hold on. Yeah, sketch it out probably. That could take off a lot of the pressure because it's gonna take, like, if it takes 2 years, I think that's too much, you know? I should be doing maybe 2 pages a day, but I'd have to draw it a lot more or a lot less detailed. Oh my god, oh, thank you. Yeah, normally I do illustration, digital illustrations and physical illustrations. Some of these here are paintings, I can show you those too. These are like 8 by 10 paintings though. Acrylic paint, so I haven't done one of those streams in a while because I've been busy with commissions. But yeah, let's see what this thing gave us for the monster. Shape-shifting mechanics, physical contact. Yeah, so I already established that it has to have physical contact with whoever it's absorbing. I'm thinking I should change that though. Or whoever it's mimicking has to have physical contact. Okay, so in line with that idea, it's saying the monster requires physical contact to absorb the physical characteristics of its victim. Upon touching them, it can replicate their appearance down to minute details. I I don't know if I want to go that far. I think it'd be interesting if it doesn't get like scars, tattoos, and like maybe, I don't know, birthmarks and stuff. I don't know. Actually, no. Scars or tattoos. It wouldn't get scars or tattoos, but it would get like birthmarks and stuff. Okay, so let's get that detail. Imagine using AI for it. Yeah. Can only mimic appearance of those it has touched. Um, can not replicate scars or Can I replicate scars or tattoos? So that's a big tell. That's one of its weaknesses, because if it's only doing it by touch, like some kind of biological thing, then it wouldn't know like if you got a scar or if you got a tattoo. Like that wouldn't it wouldn't be able to do that. This contact should leave a subtle mark or sensation on the victim, hinting something is off. That's an interesting little thing that we could come back to. The thing is that like um I'm trying to think of ways it can get into physical contact with them. And I'm also thinking it's a contradictory situation here, because if it can have a physical contact with someone, then can't it just already attack them? So maybe we need to change that. Can only mimic the appearance of those it has seen. Do you guys think that would work better? Thing is that it's irrelevant because it can see anyone, right? So has seen their face maybe, but are they going to be in a situation where they can like wear a mask or something? I need to change this. Can only mimic the appearance of those it has. The one with the voice makes sense, but this one doesn't make sense. Because if it can touch you, it might as well just take you then, right? Okay, I'm gonna sound stupid. What does SMH mean? Craziest part is that he's not even writing, he's typing SMH in my head. Expect a 7-page Google Doc expose on my space on MySpace. Shaking my head. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about it too, but yeah, I knew that. While we're disputing this, I think I'll just give it the information and give it a thing here. Um, to theorize on. Let's just ask it to provide some alternatives and see what happens. Okay, so visual observation. Visual echo, the monster can study a person from distance, wearing visual characteristics. Ask me to see them various lighting condition. Okay, I don't really know too much about that. But when it said visual echo, I thought of it making like a sound, and then it getting their bio their biometrics from a sound scan kind of thing. Hmm. Well, we probably would have to go with what the thing's seen. Maybe even further expand on the scars and tattooing. That if they can extend past what can be seen, the copy has its details end after that point. Okay, you just gave me an interesting idea because if it's doing an echo location type of deal, then it could technically figure out their scars, but it can't figure out their tattoos or like body marks like moles or birthmarks and stuff like that. I mean, makes some sense. Colors would logically vibrate differently, so copying flesh on other cosmetics work with like echolocation. It does. I mean, maybe like on a super micro level, it might. I don't know. Like maybe the skin where you have a tattoo is probably less. It's somehow more dense than normal skin. Like it's maybe more rigid or something. Shadow, shadow jutsu. Okay, the monster could steal a copy of the shadow of its target. This is too supernatural, I feel, but it's interesting when a monster can use shadow to no reflection. No mental image. Broken hair colors. Monster has the ability to delve into the minds of others, reading their memories or thoughts about how they perceive themselves. Hmm. Broken hair colors. Like I know they give a different spectrum for the light. Tough, tough. We technically don't even need an answer here. I'm just being kind of I'm being too analytical about this. Thinking three as well. Beast feeds on confusion and misconception, sort of weird quantum creature that mimics and locks itself to appear as one way, but it's perceived as not being that which it's mimicking and loses its shape. That's interesting, yeah. So it basically has to convince itself that it's them for it to keep its shape. Something like that, right? That's interesting, yeah. And then it could replicate tattoos and scars too, then. That also answers the question of how it learns behavior. So maybe we can do that. The horror hunts by. Seems compelled to convince itself uh, into leaving that it is what it mimics for it to be comfortable is not vicious enough a word here. For it to be um, for it to further pursue prey. Let's just do that then. And if it doesn't make sense, then you could just make it have to convince other people, and that's it. Hmm. Seems compelled to convince yourself into believing that it is what it mimics for it to further pursue. I think this works though. I think it's working. I drink a bottle of 5-hour energy before work. My anxiety gets 100 times worse. Yes, that's what caffeine would do for an hour and a half. After that, I'm completely normal. 5 hours after I drank that 5-hour energy, I get a boost of energy. How? Caffeine, digestion, metabolism. Also, you're like a kid. You don't need those. It's true though. So what caffeine does is it blocks something that is telling your brain to be tired and go to sleep. Not if you ask my lower back. Yeah, so you'll crash eventually. It's better to take power naps. Plus, caffeine is gonna give you a headache eventually by dehydrating you. The monster might consume or absorb photographs or videos of its victim. That's an interesting idea, but it's not gonna work with this setting here. It could work really well with like a movie. Like if you wanted a Skinwalker movie cinema type of situation where the characters are like directors or film students or something, and then this is the monster that's hunting them, that would be pretty funny. Pretty cool. Yeah. Has a supernatural tinge to it because images are important in the supernatural. Naps are for the weak. Also, normally caffeine doesn't do that for me. I see. Caffeine makes me piss and poop because it's actually a diuretic. Is that what it's called? Diuretic? I think so. How much would a sketch commission be? A sketch commission. Forgot. It's on my. It's on my coffee link. I think. My bad. Alternatively, you could just wait until you have how much is it? 15,000 points, and I can just do a sketch for you like that. Monochromatic digital starts at 70 Canadian dollars. That's 50 US, I think. Probably. Although it depends like how serious of a sketch. Because monochromatic digital is not necessarily just a sketch, it's like shading and everything, so it's more like a pencil or a charcoal illustration. I don't really have a sketch here in that sense. Seems compelled to convince itself into believing that it is what it mimics for it to further pursue prey. Less it is convinced, the less convincing it appears. Less it is convinced, less convinced it appears. That simplifies things. It's hyper perceptive. Okay, that's a redundant to say hyper perceptive and highly observant. With a photographic memory. Can only mimic appearance of those it has seen. Will not replicate scars or tattoos unless it has seen. Okay, this is starting to make a little more sense now. Can only mimic the voice of those it has heard. Okay, and it can't mimic scent. Okay. If it fails to fool its prey, it will retreat. Alrighty. Alright, we answered those questions. Adamantium Blade Comics Collectibles. Hello, how you doing? If it can't mimic tats or scars, it's gonna get caught a lot. Well, if they have tats or scars, right? And it could be like, oh, it's the reason why cultures who lived here used to commonly have um rituals where they did tattoos and scarification on their tribe members and stuff because of this creature. I don't know. But yeah, so what we have so far is it's able to do that as long as it's seen it. Yeah, it is some cool lore, but I don't know if it'll work out here. I was wondering because I have yet to get my D&D character sketched out. It's a Kimo no Mimi with gray wolf attributes, and I know it has a cloak on it. I haven't figured out the rest of the clothing yet. Kimo, what is a kimo? Let me check that. I'm gonna do it on a different browser instead of what I was doing earlier, which could have compromised the stream. Oh, it's just okay, yeah, I see here. It's just the Japanese term for it. Not necessarily a fursona, but like a human, more human type. I guess it wouldn't be considered a furry, so it has its own category. Yeah, so if this was a scenario where, they would meet someone who lives in the area who knows about that lore and that the person can tell them that, then it would be relevant, but I can't put that in because they're just a bunch of kids, teenagers, young adults, whatever, that are going into a forest for a camping trip and they're about to have a bad time. Very basic. I don't want to um go too deep past that too because it's going to be the first project that I tackle, right? The amount of design that I have to do is going to be really little because it's just normal looking people. Um, there's another project that I can work on too, though. But we have our monster. Let's see what this thing thinks of it. No, you jackass. Just tell me like a. Okay. Yeah, it's just breaking down and expanding on each of these. Let's see what it did. So mimicry is self-conviction. The monster doesn't just mimic its deception, it must convince itself that it's the person it imitates. This has a layer of psychological where the monster's success in hunting is directly linked to its self-deception. The more it believes, the more accurate and convincing the mimicry becomes. Like this is too focused on the monster. The more they're convinced that it's the thing, the more its guise is kind of strong. So its disguise or whatever is dependent on convincing the others, but will break apart if the monster realizes that it's not convincing the others. Which it will realize pretty easily because it's hyper observant. I need a drink. I'll read all that later. It's a very interesting character. The monster. Now we need a small cast of characters that play into the themes. The location doesn't matter, just some forest somewhere. Or you know what? I'm gonna do something I never do. What's that? I mean, a small cast of characters that play into the themes. Couple character instigates mistrust. Let's look up instigate to make sure that's the right word here. Bring about or initiate. Okay, yeah.
Yugi boy, Yugi boy.
Oh, shit.
Yugi boy.
Thanks for subbing. I appreciate it. Oh, 11 out of 10. Yeah, thank you. Alright, so we have the couple, that's 2. A character who initiates the mistrust, that could be more than one character actually. I don't know, it could be another character who likes the main dude, or maybe is just a little too flirty for their own good or something. I don't know. I don't know how I do more. How to how to do more what? Oh, more, you mean more subs? I think you can only sub once. I don't really know how it works actually. I haven't really used it, to be frank. Character who instigates mistress and who else? Let's see. Oh, we're really going with Alex and Sam. I guess it's fine. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, he just has a goal set to 10. He's already got 10, so it just tracks more. Oh yeah. I don't really know how to change that. From my OBS dashboard actually, I don't know how to change that. It's probably something I can do. Oh wait, manage goals, I think. I'll just leave it as is. I kind of like the bar being full. I'm confused on the tiers part. Oh, tier 1. Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Oh, I guess that's just like higher amounts, right? Probably. I unfortunately don't have any perks for subs. I mean, I guess there's this if you want it. That's all I have. What the hell? Yeah, I don't think so. This is interesting though. Their actions could serve as a parallel to the monster's memory, showing how easy it is to manipulate perceptions and relationships. Okay. I hate this little first thing in front of my name though. Go away. The subscriber or oh the first what is that? Founder, 1 month subscriber. Oh, someone told me that the founder badge is like a super rare thing though. I don't know what it is or if it resets every month. It's a limited thing. I'm searching it up. I found a badge is a subscriber badge on Twitch that is given to the first few paid or prime subscribers of a channel. It's a way to recognize subscribers who were early supporters of a channel. Be one of the first 10 paid or prime, or be one of the first 25. Okay, so if you're an affiliate channel, which I am, it's the first 10. If you're a partner, then it's the first 25. That's interesting. You're 1/30th of the way to 15K. And you see, first batch is oh yeah, first batch of subs till you get it. However long their subs, they keep the icon. When one loses it, it goes to the next oldest sub. Oh, so it's just the 10. Okay, yeah, I see. So they have to keep subscribing for them to actually keep the badge. So I guess the only way for you to get rid of the badge is to not sub ever again. Oh. Let's see what characters I came up with. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Alright, so these two, boy and girl, they could be like kind of potentially, or maybe singles. I don't know. Instigator mistrust is Jordan. Let's make Jordan a kind of like hoey character who maybe becomes less hoey by the end of it. But yeah, one, two, three, four, five. Five is good. This sounds like it will work here. So let's just copy paste it and expand on it individually. There's also some setting forgot to. Oh, right, yeah. Here I get paid about 112 a week, so I mean, 7.99 a month shouldn't be hard. Yeah, so I think if you go, um, checking in mine actually. Chat appearance. Is that where it is? No, never mind. That's specifically for me. Where? Let me just throw in a this, and then I will go here. Click on myself. Okay, it doesn't give me any option. I don't know where to find it. um, yeah. Oh, non-mod settings. That's probably where it is. It's probably in your chat settings that you can find how to change your color, how to change your um, badge icons and stuff like that. Security and privacy in your settings. You have to go all the way there. That's tough. That's why I don't have a. It's why I don't have. Oh yeah, yeah. I was thinking that in my head that yours got overridden by the VIP. Um. Oh, true. Yeah, you could hide that as well. Yeah. Okay. So character. Let's go with general. What? Okay. There we go. Oh wait a minute. I screwed up. First, let's duplicate this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. That's nice. Let's call this Alex. Oh, okay. Who are the other two? Leia and Tom. The names don't really matter. That's why I'm just going with what the AI gave them. Usually, when I have a story, especially if it's a really large and deep and lore, sophisticated type of story, I have their name actually mean something that's relevant to like who they are, um, maybe even their role. Who all is here? Huh? Who all is here? Let's make her she. That way I can at least enjoy drawing like a thought. Yeah, I'll make her like that. That makes more sense too because then Sam is like probably gonna she's the one who kind of has to be suspicious of Alex. So we have that dynamic there. Um Tom. Tom is going to be our base chat. Is that what we're going with here? An outdoors enthusiast, Tom is the one who suggests a camping trip. He's practical and logical, often dismissing the supernatural as imagination. Skepticism could delay the group's recognition of the threat, but his survival skills might later prove vital. His relationship with Leia could be strained due to his disbelief in her gut feelings, adding another layer to the theme of trust. Okay, so we can have a dynamic between these two where maybe they self correct and um, maybe they don't necessarily self correct. The original couple here. So maybe they self correct and become a couple or become stronger as a couple. And maybe we could leave it ambiguous too. Maybe we could make it seem like they come out with each other, but he actually comes out of the situation, or she comes out of the situation convinced that the monster is actually her partner. But then it would have to kill her, wouldn't it? Maybe that we'll leave it off at the end, like it, like Dead Space or something, where he just gets jumped by some monster, and then it just ends the game. If you've come up with all this story, all this stream, that's pretty cool. Helps you think. Yeah, I was gonna work with something that I already had stuff written out for, but when I was looking at it, the amount of lore that I wrote out for that story, it's gonna be too much for a first project. So this is better. Kind of bare bones. No, that's Leia. This is Tom. And it's AI assisted, so that helps along a lot of um like legwork and stuff. It hasn't been as helpful as I wanted it to be though. I might see if ChatGPT has something. Some alternative ideas. I feel like it's better, but I'm already using the premium feature, so I might as well take advantage of Grok. What? Oh, my bad. I accidentally copied the whole thing into itself. The files are really light though, so it's not like it causes problems. character. Let's make sure this looks like a character template. Right. I think I only need monster. Rename. Let's make it caps. Yeah, there we go. It insists upon itself, yeah. So this entire thing gets saved into my cloud. It's getting saved like right now actually. It gets saved pretty quickly and often. Right? So get saved into a project folder. That's the template one. That's the one we're actually working with. 3 kilobytes. 15 kilobytes. Okay, there we go. Wait, 41 kilobytes on disk. 41 on disk? Either way, that's insanely small. That's one of the reasons why Atom is really good as a word processor. Another reason that it's good is because you can do this. You can, like, say you're writing a really long word, like here. It gives you all of the other instances where you wrote words that look like that. So you can just go like that, enter, and then continue writing essentially. Helps with doing it really quickly. And then you just keep going. Plus it maintains indentation and auto wraps your text to the windows. Sometimes the formatting is annoying in Word or in traditional processors. And you have panels, which is really convenient. Like if I was writing multiple characters, I could really split it up almost any way I wanted it to. You can even do triples. So yeah. You can also put images in it, but I don't really want to do that. I think I'll keep that in a separate thing. And maybe hyperlink from this document to where the image is on my computer. Finally, an easier program to use than Google Sheets for my Bible worth of knowledge. Google Sheets is Excel, right? I think. It's basically like Excel. Yeah, okay. 2 hours of writing and we have the monster design, at least the basis for it. We have our basic outline, or our premise really. The theme of it is right here. We don't have an outline, sorry. We have our theme. We have our cast, we have a monster. So we kind of got off track because I was supposed to get the outline developed first. We don't have a name for it yet, but we'll figure that out later. It'll come to us as we figure out what the aspects of the story that kind of inform what it should be called. Or I could just do it like the Japanese do it and just make this whole damn thing the title. My boyfriend is secretly a skinwalker. I don't know what they would call it. So yeah, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat tuna. And I'll probably do the outline offline and flesh out things a little bit more. I should be able to get this ready by what time is it? Or what day is it? Wednesday. By the end of the week, so next week we should be able to start uh designing the characters or monster or whatever. Start drawing stuff about it, essentially. My cute boyfriend can't possibly be a skinwalker looking to replace my identity. Yeah. I can almost I would put money down that it's even out there, but it's possible that it's not. Skinwalker isn't that big in, as far as I know, in Japanese culture. At least not that I'm aware of. I was enjoying watching your little process. Good stream. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow probably. I don't know if we'll write again or if we'll jump into drawing. I don't feel comfortable jumping into drawing for this yet. So maybe we'll continue with some writing. Or if I want to do some sketches, I still have like a couple to work on for voucher redeems and stuff. So yeah, see ya.